Started off with my college coach, Josh Priester. He saw me in the weight room one day pushing like a prowler. It's like a contraption of weights, and I was pushing it faster than one of our fastest male sprinters. And so he was like really surprised. And so the next day he came up to me, he was like, I have an idea of how you can go to the Olympics. He just said, you'd be a good bobsledder. And at first I was just like, is this a joke? Like, I tried out in Park City in July, and next day the head coach actually emailed me and invited me to the Olympic Training Center in New York.
She wasn't a go-to girl, you know, starting out. She was just another girl on the team, a little bit rough, kind of tough to practice because she was really strong, but we couldn't quite get her smoothed out. And then it was really everything. She blew the top off her last year here, you know, school record in the long jump. And it was one of those really feel-good stories because everybody was behind her.
One of the things I can say about her is there are very few athletes in the world that are going to apply themselves the way that she will. And she'll do it until she gets it right. And that was the same thing she did at UCSB. She came in as a walk-on, unrecruited athlete and ended up being the MVP of the track team her senior year.
Track is like sprints, like you have a lot of sprints and explosiveness, and that also you need that in bobsled, like pushing the sled, like running the sled down the track. You need that speed, that explosiveness, that power.
I've seen a lot of athletes with all the talent in the world that are never going to maximize it because they just don't have it inside, and she does. And you know, whether it takes her, you know, a year and a half to make the team or 4.5 or 5 years to make the team, it's going to happen.
My parents passed away in 2007, and after they passed away, I decided to like live a life to make them proud. My mom was a really strong person, and I just like every single day, like I just like think of her and like how she went through her battle with cancer, and for her to go through that, and just like me with like my everyday problems, like I just feel like she went through that. I can go through whatever and still like be strong and, you know, still fight for my dreams.
You know, no matter how the story ends, it's still just it's a great story right now.
Marching into the ceremony, that would be the biggest accomplishment of my life. I have chills. That goal, the Olympics, the opening ceremony, is like every single day, that's what I'm fighting for.